Good morning, everyone. Although there isn't too many as of right now, but hopefully it will slowly start to. All right. So if you're here, as always, quick comment in the live chat so I know who is joining today, and that I can then I'll address you personally and check in with you after the workout. But you can find everything we are about to do, including the mobility, warm-up, and then also the workout in the description of this video. So, hey, Julie. So, yes, you can find all of that in the description box. And what we got today is an AMRAP 15 minutes. And it's going to be 5 hand release push-ups, 10 pistols, and then 15 dumbbell or kettlebell swings. Good morning, Alicia and Kyle. And yes, so this workout, obviously the one thing that sticks out the most is pistols, right? A single-legged, one-legged squat. And we're going to prepare for this first with a bit of mobility. And then our warm-up is kind of geared towards all 3 movements. And then we're going to go over a quick pistol progression to make sure that I also show you how to scale it. I myself will scale it today as well because pistols, especially without my lifting shoes, are a bit of an issue for me. But even with my lifting shoes, they're still a struggle. So you get to decide a little bit what you're going to do today. If you will focus on doing proper pistols, which is probably going to take away a little bit from the intensity of this workout, it's going to slow the workout down. Or if you'd use one of the scaling methods that I'll show you, and then you get to push the pace a little bit more. All right, so to start, we'll stretch first. We're going to start with our ankles, and then we're going to go for our hips, and then lastly, our hamstrings. I'm going to adjust the camera real quick so you can see what I'm doing, but there you go. I'm going to crank this down a little bit. So what I need you to do is grab your weight. Right, if you have a kettlebell or a dumbbell, it's all pretty much the same. But you flip it down like this. And then you go on top of it with your toes. And then move your hips forward. Keep your heel on the ground. Then have your knees slightly bent. You should feel a stretch here at the bottom, more or less where your Achilles is. Calf, Achilles. That's what we're going for. All right, so you'll just hang out there and stretch. I'm going to hold this for about a minute. So just hold it for a little bit. As long as you feel the stretch, you're probably good. If you can, feel the stretch. Try to bring your toes higher up, but keep your heels or your heel on the ground. All right, and then switch sides. I'm going to adjust the camera one more time so you can actually see my face. All right, so you move forward, keep your knees slightly bent, keep the heel on the ground. All right, good. Who else is here? Chris. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Next one is going to be the couch stretch. So make sure you have your yoga mat ready. I'm going to use the our wardrobe today for it. I guess probably the easiest for you to see. You'll slide your knee as close as possible to the wall behind you. Then try to bring one leg up. Luckily, the kettlebell is here conveniently located for me. So if you have an object, you can press yourself up a little bit. If not, you can also just stay down and hold this. Again, we're going to go for 1 minute. Oh, I can feel that. That's for sure not easy. I have 10 more seconds. And good. Switch sides. All right, another minute on the other side. Really make sure your knee is as close as possible to the wall behind you. You should feel a stretch here in your hip flexor, just running down your quad. Oh, holy moly. All right, 10 more seconds. And good. All right, careful there. Next one's going to be the pike stretch, right? Next one's for our hamstrings, pike stretch. So just sit down, straight legs. You can pull the toes towards you a little bit, and then just try to reach for your toes and hold on to them if you can. If not, try to go as close as possible, right? Try to bring your chest down towards your quads, and we're going to hold this for 1 minute. I'll start in 30 seconds. 2, 1, and let's go. I have 15 more seconds. And relax. Slowly come out of this position. All right, I'm going to give you a minute to catch up and finish those stretches. If you are already done, right, go ahead and look at the warm-up real quick. It's going to be 12 rounds. Tabata style, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Knee push-ups for the first interval, then walking lunges, just a regular lunge for the second interval, and then kettlebell deadlifts for the third. So we will do each movement 4 times, always working for 20 seconds, and then resting for 10. All right, should get our heart rate up a little bit, but it shouldn't be too extreme. Really just focus more on movement quality than we are in that moment worried about moving fast or getting a lot of repetitions. So make sure you have your stuff ready, right? All you really need is your kettlebell or your dumbbell for your deadlifts. So make sure you have that ready for the next, well, what is it? How many minutes is it? I think 6 minutes. Yeah, it should be 6 minutes. So I got everything set up here. And then you can either use your own timer or just follow mine. I'm going to set it up now, real quick. So 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. If you do need a good timing app, I use WeTime. That's the app that I'm using. And then we'll start in 10 seconds and we'll start with knee push-ups. So on your knees, keep your elbows close. 2, 1, and let's go. And rest. Right now we have lunges. Careful with your knees. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Probably not the best on the yoga mat. Alright, push through your heel, a little slower on the way down. And rest. Alright, next up, kettlebell deadlifts. 2, 1, and let's go. Two, 1, and rest. All right, back to the beginning. Knee push-ups. 2, 1, and let's go. And rest. All right, next up, lunges. 1, and let's go. And rest. Deadlifts. Next. 2, 1, and let's go. Rest. All right, halfway. And let's go. All right, and rest. 2, 1, and lunges. Rest. Deadlifts next. And let's go. All right, and rest. Last round. All right, last time each movement. 2, 1, and go. All right, rest. 3, 2, 1, go. Two, 1, rest. Our last round, last deadlift, and let's go. All right, good. Rest a little bit. All right, rest a little bit. I feel a little warmer, but it wasn't too crazy, but it's nice to just warm up a little bit. Also, hope you all sign up to support your local box. I know that Julie has signed up. I'm not sure about Alicia and Kyle if you've signed up already, or if you will, and then also Chris, right? Make sure to join this. And it's not necessarily about the donations. It is for us, it's more about, working out, keeping each other motivated, throwing down and seeing who is the fittest at-home exerciser. Cool, Alicia, you signed up. Yeah, I wasn't sure. So yeah, awesome. This is going to start tomorrow, right? We're just waiting for the workout to be announced, and then hopefully we'll get it sometime today. And then Levy's actually going to test it, send a video, and then tomorrow I'll post later the heat schedule so you can sign up for your heats again, and you will throw down with 10 or 12 people at the same time via Zoom, so you get to see each other doing the workout. I mean, at least you kind of know that you don't really see each other, but you know that there's others doing it at the same time, and we'll run it. We'll give you a warm-up. We'll give you everything you need to know. Anyway, so moving on to our workout. One more time. AMRAP 15, 5 hand release push-ups, 10 pistols, 15 kettlebell swings. Right? For many of us, unless we are absolute pistol ninjas, that's going to be the hardest part. The hand release push-ups, they won't really matter because it's only 5. The kettlebell swings, also movement we're all more comfortable with. The pistols are the ones that are going to make it or break it on this one. So we need to scale it properly. So one thing we've just done, lunges. You can do lunges. It's going to really speed up the workout for you, but it's a single leg movement, and it's going to make your legs stronger, hopefully. I'm now going to show you another option that you can do, which is actually going to make the lunge a lot harder. We've done this in class, but what you will do is you go into a lunge step, and then you lift up your rear foot, and then you try to stand up on one leg. All right, I'll demonstrate it now. So have something under your knee if you want to. Let me move that chair here out of the way. But yeah, you are in this position. I'll make sure nothing is too close to you. But lift up your foot. And you're right here, lift up your foot. And then you stand up. All right, one more time. You're here. Lift up your foot, right? It's not touching the ground anymore. You'll have to lean forward a bit to stand up. All right? I'd like you to do 10 repetitions total. So 5 each leg using this. If that's really challenging and you can't get up, I'd use something. Hold on to something like a chair, a table, that gives you a little bit of that balance. It allows you to pull yourself up a little bit. All right, but let's go for 10. All right. Good. All right, so that was 10 repetitions. That's already one way how you can scale it, right? And I'd like you to stick to this today. If that was a little bit too challenging and you don't want to hold on to something and pull yourself up, what you can do, and I'll show you that next, is you can point your toes down, right? So you always try to push up the rear leg as little as possible to front load the leg that is out in front of you. All right, so a slightly easier version to what we've done before. Maybe I should have started with this, but you are here, and now look at my rear foot. Now I'm on my toes. Now I have them down like this, and that is going to make it a bit harder. All right. I also do this as reverse lunges because I just feel like naturally it lends itself better to this movement. But again, look at my rear foot. Point the toes down, lean forward, load that front leg, and then stand up. As a matter of fact, for me, actually, this would be the one that actually is appropriate for my right leg because my right leg is a lot weaker than my left one. But for my left leg, it would be a little bit too easy. So today, what you will see when you actually watch me do this workout, and I hope you don't because you should do it at the same time, you'll see me struggling with my right leg, and you'll see me go fairly fast on my left. And that's the sign, right? When I do pistols, I never worry about my left leg. I always have to be very, very careful with my right leg because of an old knee injury that I had about 10, 12 years ago. So now to this, right? We'll do one round of the workout. So we do 5 hand release push-ups, 10 of whatever pistol progression you do. If you do pistols, right, go for it, right? But I recommend today, if you're not comfortable with pistols, go for one of the scaling options, and then 15 kettlebell swings. So we do one round just for quality, then we rest 2-3 minutes, and then we're going to get started. So I'll start with 5 hand release push-ups. I'll just go down, lift up your hands, press yourself back up. And then 10 of your pistol progression. All right, 10. And then 15 kettlebell swings or dumbbell swings. All right, Russian swings. All right, so that's one round done. All right, take a bit of time. I'm gonna open the door because it's getting warm in here. All right, that should be better. So, AMRAP 15, 500 these push-ups, 10 pistols, or whatever pistol version you choose, and then 15 Russian swings, either using a kettlebell or a dumbbell. Round-wise, what should be our goal on this? I believe it is going to come down to the pistols or the pistol version, how fast we can go. I think that for someone very, very comfortable with pistols, probably around 10 rounds is possible. For myself, I'm shooting more for 7 to 8. So I'm thinking more like 1 round every 2 minutes is what I'm aiming for, because I know that in this workout, my first rounds are going to be significantly faster than my last rounds because of that pistol progression. I can do it confidently, but it will take more time as the workout goes on. So, right, drink a little bit of water, get yourself ready, set yourself your goal, what kind of pace you're going to hold, right? You can decide. Like I just kind of gave you my reasoning, how I look at this. So I'm shooting for 1 round every 2 minutes right around, then I have a minute to spare there at the end to slow down a little bit, but that's more or less my goal. So I'd say mute this video now. Well, in a little bit, crank up your music at home. I'll do it without music for you, so YouTube doesn't always have to remind me every day that there's some copyright infringement happening on our YouTube channel. So at least for one day, they get to be happy. But for you, that doesn't matter. Crank up the music, play your favorite tunes, and then you get after it. I'm going to give you a countdown here as well on my phone. And then we're going to get this done. So if you want to follow, do it at the same time as I do. Here is 15 minutes. Clock's right here. Let me see if I can actually, can I set this up here somewhere that you can see it? I probably can't. Difficult. Well, anyway, it is what it is. So, doesn't matter, just follow along. We will start in 10 seconds. All right, so we'll start with 500 release push-ups. 2, 1, and let's go. All right, pistols next. A little closer to the wall. All right, and then 15 swings. Could you give me a towel?
There's one on the tree.
All right, 5 minutes in, more or less. Wow. 5 more minutes. Three more minutes. All right, last minute. Oh, and time. Oh. Time. Oh. All right, everyone. Post your scores in the chat. My score was 8 plus 15, and as predicted, those lunges got plenty hard. I was really struggling there for a few repetitions. Tried to really load the front leg, and I could feel my lower back actually a little bit. I could feel my hamstrings and hips a little bit, but overall, I'm very happy with how I managed to do this. Tried to keep going. The hand release push-ups, as predicted, they didn't really matter. There weren't really much of an issue, but yeah. Whew. Nice. Kyle, 10 plus 8. Vicky, 10. Attila, 11 plus 5. You guys are rock stars. I'll tell you what, after this whole thing is over, you will crush every bodyweight workout. I mean, it's unbelievable. Like, those scores are really, really solid scores. Really great push, guys. Nice work. So yeah, I mean, like I said, after this time, I think I can promise you already that much that nice, Julie, 10 plus 1, everything above 10. And it's not necessarily about how you scaled it, but it was the intensity we're looking for, and like doing the right thing for where you are right now with the pistols, that eventually by doing that consistently, and that's probably a great goal for this COVID-19 home time, that, you know, maybe get your first pistol or be able to do a certain number of pistols in a minute. You can definitely practice it. I wouldn't say every day, but 3 times a week, and like use these progressions that I've shown you and use them. I practice it 3 times a week. Either work on the balance, like I said, there's usually 2 components to a pistol. One is the balance, and that's just you having to be on a single leg and finding the balance. And then the other one is the strength. And for the strength, definitely the lunges that I've just shown you, they're great. And often also, you have an object. I'd imagine like in the box you'd use a mat ball, but something that is of a similar height, and you squat down to it on a single leg, and then you can either stand up with both or you stand up with one leg, thereby finding your balance on the way down and then standing back up. And then you can also practice holds, right? Bottom of the squat holds in a pistol, right? Where you try to be in the most active position, try to balance on one leg and just hold that bottom. Ideally, without holding onto something, but probably how you have to start. And if not, you can also hold weight out in front, like a small weight, like a 5 kilo plate or whatever you have at home, whatever gives you a bit of counterbalance. So that's all things to think about for your pistols. And then that's definitely something that you can practice as a skill, probably 3 times a week, and then mix it up both in terms of balance and in terms of strength. Lila, nice job. Nice score. Good to have you here, Lila. Good that you follow those YouTube videos. Happy to see that you're getting after it. Hope you're feeling well, right? That that your knee is fine. That you can do all of this stuff. All right. Good job, everyone. I won't keep you here any longer. Don't forget, go for a nice walk today. Weather is amazing. I mean, as always, right? Distance yourself. Go only with your roommates or people that you live with, or husband, wife, whoever is close to you. So, but go out, enjoy some of this spring weather. It's definitely for myself. I don't want to say after this that I've missed the spring of 2020 because I just stayed inside. So go for a walk, listen to an audiobook. If you have a good one, always send me those recommendations. Always love to hear what you guys are listening to. And yeah, have a great day. Don't forget, sign up for the Support Your Local box fundraiser. It'll start tomorrow, so sign up for it. Enjoy your day, and see you guys later.